Welcome to the Fuzzy Loaf Podcast, where two dinglings talk about what's going on in news and pop culture. I'm Scott.
Man. Oh, damn it. You pointed.
Shit. Shit.
Fuck, it's going to be a bad episode.
Oh, shit. Okay, well, anyway, enough fuck around. It's going to be a good... I think it's going to be kind of good. Be a little quick, not a whole lot to talk about. We got some basically all Marvel news.
Yeah. Besides the one Star Wars thing that you don't want to talk about.
Yeah, we're not talking about it. It's pointless to talk about it.
Yeah. All right, let's
go.
Let's start with some of the smaller news, which is speculation that Thor Ragnarok is going to also kind of be like a Planet Hulk movie, or elements of Planet Hulk will be present. So we already know that Mark Ruffalo will be in the movie pretty substantially, and that Hulk will be making a big appearance. But one of the asset designers, and this is, I don't know, because I don't follow these things, but supposedly one of the asset designers had up on like one of his portfolio sites the one shoulder pad armor thing from Planet Hulk from the comic. So people are speculating that that's going to play a pretty big role in the movie. I can't speak today.
I think I always kind of thought that from the beginning. I'm like, okay, so you're having, because the Thor is actually in Planet Hulk, so it's kind of like a reverse type thing. You just put the Hulk in the Thor story, and I'm like, okay, it's going to be like intergalactic. They're going to be doing crazy shit. You got the Grand Master in there and stuff. It would kind of make sense for the Hulk to at least have like some armor or something too. I mean, because doing a whole Planet Hulk movie, for me, I'm like, that'd be actually really freaking cool.
But they don't have the rights to it, first off. Like, the biggest thing, Marvel doesn't have the rights to do a standalone Hulk movie.
No,
that's why they're having to.
They don't have the distribution.
Well, yeah.
It's a kind of a mess. They could do it if they really wanted to, but
I don't think
don't, because Disney wants to. That's the downside with all the Marvel properties, is because of when Marvel was in bankruptcy in the 90s and they sold off everything. Now that they're, bought by Disney and they're doing really well, now all their fucking film properties are in just a complete disarray.
And their TV properties are just as bad for the most part.
Just insane. But I think, it makes sense. I kind of want to see that, like, shaved head Hulk with, like, the one arm, like, armor and stuff.
Well, and they did, not that Hulk would have a shaved head, but that's the other thing going around, is that Thor will have a shaved head this time around.
I think that's just to scare all, like, the female fans.
I don't really understand why he would, but I don't care either way. It's a freaking haircut. I don't care. Yeah.
I just want a good Thor movie, because I did not like the past Thor movies, but I've enjoyed the Thor character in the Avengers movies and stuff. To
me, the Thor movies, and I'm sure a lot of people will be upset by this, are like the Avatar movie. It was fine to look at, and it was like, oh, this is an interesting world.
Avatar,
not Last Airbender, but it was fine to look at, and this is an interesting world. But the story was like, it's the same rehashed story.
The first Thor was pretty cool, landed in New Mexico, but second Thor, I was just like, it was not good. I did not like it. But this one, you got an amazing cast.
A really
director
great
who
cast.
directed one of my favorite films of last year, or 24, whatever way you want to fucking look at it. So I'm actually excited for Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah.
So
very nice.
That's it for that.
That is that for that. We got some Guardians of the Galaxy 2 stuff.
Yeah, and you
boiling up.
Take it away from here.
Sure. So it's being reported that Elizabeth Debicki, who played one of the villains from The Man from U.N.C.L.E., will portray antagonist Aisha, sorry, aka her, aka Paragon, aka Kismet, aka probably 40 other things that I can't remember. And then because of this, there's speculation going around that Kurt Russell, who is confirmed to be in the movie, but we don't know who his character is, will be playing Adam Warlock, and that would serve as Star-Lord's dad. You have some thoughts.
I still think Kurt Russell's playing his dad. I don't know if he's playing Adam Warlock.
Yeah. Well,
I don't think they have to be.
We did get a year and a half ago, I don't know if you remember this, and everybody blew it off as him being crazy, but Matthew McConaughey said he was in talks with Marvel to play Adam Warlock in the Guardians of the Galaxy movie, and he said that they had declined him and that he was now in talks with DC to play a different character.
Yeah, I remember all that stuff.
So it could be true. I mean, but we could also just be getting somebody else as Adam Warlock. But I think it'd be a waste of the character to make Star-Lord's dad just some random guy, like I said, like some Joe Blow, and then have Adam Warlock be a different character.
Guardians of the Galaxy is one property I know like the least amount about, so I'm kind of just along for the ride for this one, where I'm just like, I know, I'm just like, oh, that's what they're doing. Well, okay, I'm just kind of going with it because I don't have any like preconceived ideas of how things should be. It's kind of just like, well, all right, this is how it is, you know. And
the people are pulling like very substantial evidence from the movies where Yondu is like, your dad was kind of an asshole and stuff, and I guess Adam Warlock is always an asshole in the comics. So like, oh, it could be, but it's like, I don't know. It's all speculation. What do you think about Elizabeth Debicki? You kind of forgot who she was.
I totally forgot. I didn't kind of forget. I completely forgot.
She plays a great villain, though.
She could. I like the man from Uncle.
Yeah, her role from.
I liked that movie.
Yes. And if she's given a bigger role, this would be the first time that we have a female villain who is not. No offense to Cate Blanchett, but old.
Well, this would be because Guardians of the Galaxy 2 is coming out before Thor.
Oh, that's true.
So it'd just be the first female villain.
First female villain.
Yeah.
And this is...
I don't care what you say about Cate Blanchett. She is a babe.
I know she is, but what I'm saying is everybody's reaction is always, oh, sure, make the older lady the villain. It's never like... And
she's
I think
perfect for Helen.
find
That is perfect casting.
Well, and she's played roles like that before. Oh, yeah. She's great at playing like a freaky, powerful...
Yeah.
But,
man.
Yeah.
But
so you're not buying Kurt Russell as
maybe it's I would have thought they would have gone with they would have just made Adam Warlock like a different character because they probably want him to be part of the team or something down the line or whatever because he is in the comics, I think.
Yeah, but you got to look at how they're handling everything in all the other movies too.
So who knows? I don't know.
But you brought up a good point that he was in the cocoon in the last
in Guardians 2
or in
or the first one,
Guardians.
In the Collector's.
But we don't know if that was actually him in the cocoon or if that was just the cocoon. Like it was just in the background, so we really don't know. Or it could have just been an homage.
Yeah, little secret because they didn't know what they were going to do yet.
Yeah.
I think it would be really cool because we kind of know they're going to Earth in this movie, is if Nova was in this movie.
That would Nova's be really cool.
Like, I mean, we got the entire Nova core in the last one. If we get either what's the original Nova's name? It's like Richard Ryder or something like that, and then Sam something is the new one. If we got one of those guys, you know, who has like a connection to Earth. And they're like their Nova liaison or something.
That would be really cool, and it'd be a great way to introduce potentially another younger character closer to the age of Spider-Man.
Yeah, or if you do Sam, if you do Richard Ryder, he's like a Hal Jordan type guy. That and I still want Howard the Duck. I want my Howard the Duck movie, or I think we should get a little more Howard the Duck in Guardians 2.
I think
maybe like an extended cameo.
I think that's more likely, at least for the moment, because they've said before they're not planning on doing a rated R movie anytime soon. I think you'd be pretty hard pressed. You'd piss off a lot of Howard the Duck fans. I'm saying in quotation marks, people that would come out of the woodworks claiming they're Howard the Duck fans if you did like a PG-13 Howard the Duck movie, because his comics can get kind of vulgar.
He did have like an R-rated comic.
Yeah,
but like. Howard the Duck series that's been going on has been really cool and weird, and I think you could do a cool comedy with Howard the Duck.
Yeah, and I agree with you. I just think that might be something that Marvel is feeling out for a few years down the line.
Future. Yeah. But they've at least shown that he's in there. What did you have next? I just thought of a topic that we didn't talk about before we started rolling.
Well, let's talk about that. Because the next thing is the big thing.
What's the big thing?
Brie Larson.
Okay. Well, the one I just thought of that we forgot to talk about was Namor.
Oh, yeah.
Was it Joe Quesada was talking about, saying that he was being coy, but he's like, yeah, we got Namor. back.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck yeah, dude. Invaders. Hell yeah, Namor. The only problem is Namor would work best with, like, the Fantastic Four, and they don't have the Fantastic Four.
Yeah. They don't yet. I'm still holding out hope. Fox
keeps, like, Simon Kinberg and those guys keep saying shit about doing Fantastic Four stuff, but, like, come on, dude. You're not doing... You saw how much money the last one made because you completely fucked it up. You're not going to try again with this Fantastic Four.
Yeah. You never know with Fox because they've made so many X-Men movies and Wolverine movies.
Fox is the wild card. They're like, we're wild card, bitches. And they're just going to, like, we're going to just throw Fantastic Four movies at you till you like them.
Yeah, until we find one that you like. We'll just put one out every, whatever it is, 5 years
they have to
or
have
something
one every
like that.
5 years, yeah.
So...
Or at least be in production, I think.
Yeah,
like
it's there's a timeline for it. I don't know what the
7
timeline
years,
is.
something like that, yeah.
But
yes,
you never know.
They probably have Namor back, but whether we get anything with Namor, who knows? He's an interesting character.
They just got him back, so unless they had like a spot held in the script in one of these movies, like they did with Spider-Man. No, I know, but like they did with Spider-Man, where before they started filming Captain America: Civil War, they were like, "We're not sure."
They were in talk with Sony since before, like Spider-Man 2. Mm-hmm. So, Namor's. I think he's kind of an interesting character. He's a big asshole, but he's like the first anti-hero in comics.
Yeah,
and he's older than Aquaman, and he's the first mutant ever created for Marvel Comics before Marvel was even Marvel Comics.
Damn.
So that's because he's Atlantean, but his mutant power is his wings on his feet that allow him to fly. Cool. Wings are vestigial. His flying. Okay, fine. I'm whatever, dude.
Maybe I just hate water superheroes. Water-based superheroes.
I don't think they're that bad. Aqualad and Young Justice was cool.
Yeah.
That's why, because he had like the water. So, okay, whatever.
Okay.
What's next?
The next thing, which is possibly the biggest thing, we got some Captain Marvel casting rumors going around
that I hope are true.
That Brie Larson is in talks currently to play Captain Marvel, and that the rumor is that she's leaning towards taking the role. This would be obviously her first foray into like a major blockbuster movie
as a leading.
At least, I guess she's in. What's the Return to Skull or whatever the freaking King Kong movie is called?
Island, yeah.
She's in that, but she's not a solo lead.
Right.
It's a whatever you want to call it.
Oh man, I hope this is true so bad. Because if I can't get Charlize, who's my number one pick, because I thought she'd be like, especially after watching Fury Road last year, I'm like, oh, she'd be awesome. As
I don't think
Captain
she was
Marvel.
even in talks though.
No, she wasn't. She was like a fan cast for me.
Yeah.
But Brie Larson, for sure. I love her.
The other fan casts were Emily Blunt. A lot of people wanted, which she could have worked.
I think Brie Larson would work better.
And then the other one was Katie Sackhoff.
Oh, I mean, yeah, duh, that'd be awesome too.
And there's a lot of people that are crying foul, saying like this is sexism in Hollywood again. That it has to be a young female lead. That it couldn't be one of these older female leads.
I am kind of
But we don't know their motivation behind it. Like I said, they might be looking to try to bridge the gap between Spider-Man and the rest of the team, because it is really weird to have a 16-year-old and then a bunch of 40-year-olds running around together.
I kind of figured that Captain Marvel would take the Captain America type position, whereas like Black Panther would be like the Iron Man.
Yeah.
You know? I guess that whole age thing is weird. It's because I like Brie Larson. I think she's a great actress. She'd be awesome for the role. I also like Katie Sackhoff and Charlize Theron. I think they'd also be awesome for the role. It's like...
Yeah. And it's one of those things, they might be looking for longevity, or they might be looking for characters...
Robert Downey Jr. started playing Iron Man, in his 40s, and he's been playing Iron Man for 8 years.
Robert Downey Jr. also couldn't be cast in a movie at that time. Nobody would take him. Whereas Emily Blunt is in a ton of movies. Charlize Theron is in at least a fair amount of movies. We're looking at people that maybe
are busy.
Yeah, are extremely busy, and don't have the time or the time that they want to be set aside. Because you have to imagine, she's going to be in if she gets cast, she's going to be in Captain Marvel.
She's going to be in something before Captain Marvel, too.
Yeah, and Infinity Wars. Probably part 2. Yeah.
Because she's going to be in a movie before Captain Marvel. That's what they say.
Yeah.
Makes sense. You got to
give her. You would have to be able to do 3 movies in the next year and a half, 2 years. Yeah. I'm imagining filming.
She's already got that Oscar, so. I mean, yeah. Plus, I mean, like an Oscar winner in.
But on top of that, we know that we're going to get some directing and official casting news. Kevin Feige said that we'll get stuff by the end of the summer.
Sweet.
I don't remember any of the names they were throwing around for director.
I can't remember.
I don't remember.
They were thankfully looking at women though. I remember that.
And there was a lot of great women on the list. I just don't. I'm so bad with names and directors.
That's the thing is with women directors, they're so like they get so shut out in Hollywood. You don't recognize the names that often because they're not put out there. You know, it's a shame. Where I hear someone, I'm like, unfortunately, do not know who that is.
Well, I get that even with male directors a lot of times, unless they're like the huge names.
Yeah. Right.
But I think that's it.
Yeah. We're positive on there was all Marvel news.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
There was some DC stuff, but most of it was negative and stuff that I didn't really want to talk about. They are coming out with the Batman v Superman extended unrated ultimate.
I did hear like
rip edition.
One of the guys who worked on the movie was like, if you liked the theatrical BVS, you'll still like it with the special edition. If you didn't like it in theaters, you're still not gonna like it.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's kind of what I figured.
It's one of those things. I want to watch it. I don't want to spend any more money on this movie, like give this movie any more money. So like if I have a friend who has it, I'll definitely watch it because I want to see what the 30 minutes are. From what it looks like in the trailer, it's more about the middle of the movie where he's like on trial and like the aftermath of Africa and all this stuff. Yeah. And then there's like added characters that we don't really know who they are.
Yeah, I don't care about this movie anymore.
I don't think it's going to fix it.
I don't even care about Justice League anymore. And that's so sad to me because I love the Justice League. But what we've talked about at that movie ad nauseum.
I just wanted to bring that up because that is a big thing in DC.
I'm going to bring back and segment again for like a third week in a row, my music minute.
Yep.
Last week I talked about car seat headrest and their stuff. I think I said that Julian Casablancas was in the band. That's totally wrong. I'm just a fucking idiot. It's just the lead singer, and basically it's kind of like his solo thing, and then he just has like musicians fill out stuff. His voice on the record just sounds a lot like Julian Casablancas of the Strokes.
Okay.
For some reason, I thought I had like read it and like an article that he was part of it. So my brain got all fucked up, but I'm on the right track. No, he's not in it. It's Will Toledo. He's the main guy. I just want to make that correction from last week. And then talk about how the band The Avalanches has a new record coming out, their second one, and their first one in 16 years. So I never listened to their first one. My friend Sam, who's a big music nerd, is like, oh yeah. And I was like, dude, I never heard of them before. He was all excited. And so I listened to their new single that came out, Frankie Sinatra. I showed it to you.
It's still stuck in my head right now.
The reason I want to talk about it was because I hated the song the first time I listened to it. I was like, this is fucking garbage. It's so weird. And then it kind of like creeped into my brain, and now I like enjoy it. I really like it. So I just want to talk about it and see if you had any thoughts on it.
It's very catchy, but it is weird. And I think that's probably why you had the initial reaction where you're like, I don't like this because it is strange.
It was off-puttingly strange.
Yeah. It's almost like it almost puts you on edge harmonically.
It's
like
a little unnerving.
Yeah. But at the same time, it's very catchy.
Yeah.
So it's like you can't help but hum it, but it's like it's almost creepy.
Yeah.
Is what it feels like.
Kind of like circus creepy.
Mm-hmm.
Like
yeah.
Check it out. Frankie Sinatra by the Avalanches. They got a music video on YouTube. The single's up on iTunes now.
Mm-hmm.
Share what you guys think of it. I thought I hated it first, but now I'm starting to really like it. It's now on my current listening playlist on my iPod.
I also recommend watching the music video because it is weird as fuck.
Yeah. Check out the video first because it's kind of fucking weird. But it matches the song pretty well, I'd say. So that's been my music minute. Matt, was there something else you wanted to talk about?
I wanted to talk about what we are reading in comics what we have read in comics this week.
So what are you
So I checked out. I did the trial for Comixology Unlimited, so I've been reading a lot of the free collected editions and stuff like that. I read the first 2 volumes of Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
Oh, cool.
Great. I think I read the first volume around the time the movie came out, so I remembered some of it. The first volume is almost identical to like the first third of the movie, and then the second volume is kind of like a flashback mostly, and dealing with some stuff that doesn't actually take place in the movie. And then I read this comic called The Afterlife. I don't know if you've
I've heard of it.
It's actually a really interesting comic. So without giving too much away, this is all stuff you find out within like the first issue. It deals with these people who are stuck in purgatory because they committed suicide. And then most people just go about their life unaware and relive their last day over and over again. And then this one guy kind of comes to higher realization and then finds out there's other people that are aware
realizes he's in a Groundhog's Day.
Yeah, kind of like that. But it is a very cool thing. Deals kind of with ideas of religion and stuff like that. It's an interesting comic. The artwork is very strange, but I liked it.
Cool.
And the other thing I've been reading is Legends of Wonder Woman.
Legend of Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
Wonder Woman. Yeah, how do you like that? I read the first few like print issues.
I think it's great. I think I'm on issue 16 now. I think they're up through like 20 or something like that.
I think it's a great Wonder Woman origin.
And
man,
I
was the canon origin.
Yeah, they're only 99 cents, and I've been reading them out on Comixology, and it's like I just blaze through them. Not that they're short; they're just as long as they're like 25 pages, which is about as long. Yeah,
because they're digital first. I think they come out like weekly. Because then they take like those 3, like they take 3 of the weekly issues and put them into one like print issue.
And
like that.
I think it's great. So far, the story is still going in a good direction. It's very interesting. It's dealing with a lot of issues of like sexism and all that fun stuff, because obviously it takes place during World War I or II. I mean,
cool.
So it's very interesting.
I'll have to check that out again. Recently, I had just finished reading Amsterdam by Simon Hanselman. It's a collection of his Mag, Mog, and Owl comics and stuff from the web, or he does them for Vice and stuff too. Really good, very strange, out there, kind of like stoner comedy, but like it's pretty offensive at some parts. But it's like that's the funny parts of it. It's just batshit insane. I recommend checking it out. I can lend it to you if you want to read it.
Yeah.
I just got in a hardcover from the bookstore. It's very weird. Check it out. You can check out his Tumblr, Girl Mountain, and he does comics on Vice. Really cool art style, and it's really interesting. His comics are always usually like really like they end on weird notes. And the last story that's in this collection is the title story, Amsterdam. It's usually his comics are like 1 to 2 pages long. This one's like multiple, a little longer form, and ends on kind of like a really like dark, like sad note, but it's like really, really nice at the same time, like kind of beautiful. So, which is a very like huge left turn compared to all like a lot of the other comics in the collection. But so I highly recommend checking that out. But
sweet.
Otherwise, I just picked up this week Green Arrow Rebirth #1, which I have not read yet, but I just bought it the other day, and all different Avengers #10. I still have to read #9. I'm a little behind, but I got that too. Otherwise, that's all I've been reading right now. So
dope. Let us know what you've been reading in the comments down below, because I'd like to do this every week or maybe every 2 weeks or something to just kind of catch up, because every once in a while we'll read something that's cool, or we'll get to a cool storyline. Like,
I want to share it.
Yeah.
That's kind of why I got started the Music Minute segment, because I've been listening to more music. I want to share things with other people and find out what other people think about it and stuff. So, all right, I think that's it for today, which is good timing. A little short episode, but we got stuff to do. It's a busy day. Not a whole lot of news, so with that, you can find me online at Scotty Boy, SCOTTY BWO4Ys, Instagram, Tumblr, Twitter, all that bullshit.
You can find me on the internet at Hagnerd, Hagnerd. That's all the places that Scott listed as well. You can follow us at Fuzzy Loaf on the twits. If you're listening to this on iTunes, we are on YouTube. Search Fuzzy Loaf and subscribe to us there. If you are listening to us on YouTube, you can find us on iTunes by searching Fuzzy Loaf and subscribe to us there. Listen, like, rate, review, all that stuff. Smash the thumbs up, the thumbs down. Let us know your thoughts.
Comment.
Yeah.
On anything. Tell us anything. That's fine.
Yeah.
I was trying to think of something clever, but I didn't. So
we're fine.
With that, we'll smell you later.
Bye.
You already going? Mm-hmm. Cool. Okie dokie.